What is up, everybody? Thanks for checking out Hunt Shoot Live. Super pumped about today's episode because I've got a first time here for you. I have never reviewed one of these before. I have a solar panel that I have done a review on. It's actually been out for 3 months with the Dsoon trail camera. So I actually have the Dsoon 1.5 watt super powered solar panel, and I had first did a review on their trail camera, the Dsoon trail camera. Check out that review. I'll put a link in the video here. But the trail camera, quite simply, is absolutely excellent. This is the best trail camera that I have by far. It takes fantastic video, pictures. I don't have a complaint. This is an excellent trail camera. So after I did the review for their trail camera, Dsoon was kind enough to send me one of their 1.5 watt super power solar panels. And admittedly, I'm not a electronics guy. The milliamps and watts and ohms and whatever, that means nothing to me. I'm not even going to act like I know anything about that kind of stuff. I'll mess it up. What I will do, though, I'll put the product specs up on the screen so you guys can kind of have a look at all of that. But what I can tell you about it is my experience with it, and I will hit some of the highlights from the user manual. So when you first get it out of the box and you take it outside, you will notice when it hits the sunshine, right down here, there's a little blue light that will show up when it's facing some sunlight. So that means you've got it in a good spot. It's going to catch some sun. And if it's not, and I'm also colorblind, so that makes it difficult for me to tell you what color the light turns. But if you don't have it facing in a good direction, the light is not blue. Now, also, when it is charging, so when it's in the sun and it's charging, you get a red light, and the red light goes out when it's completely charged. So they advertise that this thing will take about 10,000. So if this is fully charged, takes it about a day to fully charge. If it's fully charged, they say that it will take 10,000 photos, daytime photos with your trail camera, or about 4,000 night photos, and about 3,000 videos. Now, I certainly didn't test that. I don't know. Let me tell you what I did do. So you'll see on the YouTube thumbnail for this video, you'll see that this is the picture of the setup that I had. I set it up facing my driveway and used it as, taking pictures, sort of a home monitoring kind of setup. What I didn't think about that, what I did think, of course, was that the sun was going to be hitting it perfectly the way the sun shines, so I knew that the charge would be no problem there, or I hoped it would be no problem. I was correct about that. What I didn't take into account was how many stinking pictures it would end up getting between us coming up and down our driveway. I live up in the mountains, you can see. There were deer that would come by at night or in the morning, cats and raccoons and possums and four-wheelers or whatever. So I've had it out for 3 months. It took 2 months worth of pictures until it filled up my memory card. So, gosh, it's taken thousands of pictures. It filled up a 30 gigabyte memory card, micro SD card. So it has taken a whole lot of pictures over the last 2 months, and it stopped working. But that was not because of the charger. That's because my memory card was full. When I went down there and pulled this and tried to turn it on, well, you can see right now it's still hooked up, and I will flip the on switch, and that bad boy comes on. And it shows that it still has, down here in the corner, it's showing me that it still has a full battery charge. Now check this out. I did put 4. It takes, the trail camera takes 8 AA batteries. I put 4 in it just because that was what it recommended, I think, in the manual, was to put 4 batteries in it. I guess that's in case something does go wrong, or if you have multiple days where it's super cloudy or something like that. I didn't have that. Now again, I had it in a spot where the sun hits it very regularly. But as you can see, I have taken the 4 batteries out, and it's still working. So it doesn't even have to have batteries. The batteries are just kind of the fail-safe. So that's really cool. This thing literally has been running for, well, it took 30 gigabytes worth of pictures in 2 months, and then it's just been sitting there for another 2 months or another month, and it's not using my batteries at all. So that's really cool. I unplugged this now. I put my batteries back in, and it's showing that I've got about 3/4 battery life left. So with 4 batteries, I've still got 3/4 battery life showing on here, and this thing was plugged in with it, of course, the whole other time that it was in use. So I mean, that's just really cool. It absolutely, if you put this in a place where there is sunshine, it absolutely does what it is supposed to do. There is no doubt about that. The only thing that I can think about this that might be problematic would be, well, I'll save that because I wanted to show you a couple of the features. So it does, of course, you've got this 6 volt out cable that plugs into 6 volt out, and then whatever size that is that plugs into your trail camera. It's also got a 5 volt in right there. I don't have a clue what that's for, and I apologize again. I'm tech stupid on this kind of stuff, so I don't know. The only really thing that it's got on the back of it is just the where you can run the strap through it. That is how I mounted mine. I used the strap that came with the Dsoon trail camera. Again, reference the picture on the thumbnail, and you'll see I just kind of mounted them side by side. But it did come with this mounting bracket. So you can screw this onto the back if you wanted to, and then mount this on a tree or on a post or whatever. It came with that, and it came with some screws and stuff. So they gave you the options for that if you wanted to use those. Obviously the cord comes out, and it does have these 2 plugs in the back of it for the side that's not in use. They plug up when not in use. And I meant to show you on the bottom, so you can mount that attachment. You can mount this on the bottom or on the back of it. So lots of options. I use the strap, but the only fault that I see in it, which obviously is a big one, there's not many places as far as for my hunting camera that I could use this, because again, I live in big woods country, and the majority of the places where I'm trying to get pictures of deer, now certainly not always, I'm sure I could go over and put this, in my hunting property. I could put it somewhere and get some good pictures, but you can't just put it anywhere. Obviously, it's a solar panel. You got to put it where it gets sunlight. So that's the only limiting factor that I can think of. This is a super, super awesome product in that it's one of the few, maybe that I've ever reviewed, that it straight up does what it was supposed to do. I stuck it next to my camera, and for 3 months it kept the battery charged, and even today when I pulled it, 100% charge, full charge on this thing. So I'll keep running it just like that. I will put it right back down here, and I think I had the camera set on snapping like 3 pictures or 5 pictures at a time. Obviously I do not need to do that. I need to just do 1 picture at a time and do like a 5 or 10 second reset or something. But that way make sure it don't take so many pictures. But I'm going to put it right back, because that's definitely a good use for it. If you've got a use like that, certainly that would be good. And obviously if it's a 6 volt out, if you can find a cable that has the 6 volt out, and there's some kind of adapter, I'm sure, for any dang thing now you can find online, then you can probably plug this into whatever. It's just finding that 6 volt out will be the thing. But the 1.5 watt super power solar panel made by Dsoon, I will put a link to the product in the video description. I appreciate you guys for checking out Hunt, Shoot, Live. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the playlists on the channel. Got tons and tons of other videos. Check out Dsoon. Follow the link in the video description for this product. Appreciate you. God bless you. We'll see you next time.